So, good morning, students. Today's class, let us continue cardiac enzymes, that is, enzymes useful in diagnosis of cardiovascular diseases, okay, or myocardial infarction. So, you know that enzymes are biological catalysts. You know that there are 6 classification of enzymes, and you know coenzymes and cofactors also, and some of the factors which affect enzyme activity. Okay, and you studied also diagnostic enzymes. What is the meaning of diagnostic enzymes? Enzymes useful in diagnosis of disease. For example, liver enzymes you have seen, mainly related to liver and other also. So, liver enzymes mainly AST, aspartate transaminase, ALT, alanine transaminase, both belongs to the group transferases. They transfer amino group. So, AST is present in even muscle, RBC, and related to cardiac muscle also, and it is present in the liver. Okay, it increases in liver diseases. But ALT is also a transaminase, but it is mainly released in hepatocellular damage. So compared to AST, ALT is particularly for liver. So mainly hepatocellular damage. Alkaline phosphatase, pH is alkaline up to 10, 8.5 to 10. So it is mainly increased in obstructive jaundice. If there is any obstruction in the flow of bile, this ALP, alkaline phosphatase, increases. Also, alkaline phosphatase included under bone profile. Any bone diseases, there is a very high increase in alkaline phosphatase. So you have seen AST, ALT, ALP. Also you have seen acid phosphatase, where it increases in prostatic cancer. pH is acidic, prostatic metastasis, particularly of the cancer, acid phosphatase. Also you have seen other enzymes. Okay, pancreatic amylase and lipase, both secreted by pancreas. Amylase, lipase is particularly for acute pancreatitis. Amylase also is particularly for acute pancreatitis. It increases, both amylase and lipase increases in acute pancreatitis. But what is the difference? Lipase is particularly for acute pancreatitis. It is not connected to salivary gland. If any infection is in salivary gland like mumps, there is no increase in salivary amylase is not increased. So that is the this one. So you have seen, you may get short note, right? Diagnostic enzyme, it is 3 you have to remember. Now let us see enzymes useful in the diagnosis of cardiovascular diseases. Cardiovascular diseases, or we can call it for myocardial infarction. So here mainly we concentrate on enzymes involved in myocardial infarction. Okay, first one, creatine phosphokinase. See, remember student, both enzymes explained before for diagnostic enzyme like ASTLP, and these also cardiac markers or cardiac enzymes also can be included under diagnostic enzyme. This point you have to write. In case if they ask questions like diagnostic enzyme, we can include cardiac enzymes also. Is it clear, this point? You can include cardiac enzymes also as a diagnostic enzyme. So this is particularly for cardiac, so we include in that cardiac profile. Creatine phosphokinase is the first enzyme. So normal range 20 to 80 international units per liter IU. During MI, see what is CK, details no need for you. CK, creatine phosphokinase, actually required for breakdown of creatine phosphate. Creatine phosphate is a high energy compound stored in the muscle. During muscle contraction, energy is required. So this CPK enzyme which break down creatine phosphokinase from the energy from the muscle. So that is the one. So during MI, CPK is the first enzyme to be released. During heart attack, CPK is the first enzyme, means actually there are three isoenzymes of CPK. You know that isoenzyme, multiple forms of the enzyme catalyzing the same reactions are called isoenzymes. So CPK, what we estimate here, total CPK. So it is having three isoenzymes. What are isoenzymes? Multiple forms of enzymes catalyzing the same reaction. Okay, so CPK have three isoenzymes: CKMM related to muscle, CKMB related to heart, and CKBB related to brain. So muscle, brain, heart, there are three isoenzymes of creatine kinase. So here particularly in cardiac myocardial infarction, which fraction is raised? Heart portion about 9%. 90% is muscle, but heart is about 9% of CK is heart. So particularly CKMB, MB means related to heart. This enzyme is raised. CPK is actually total. It contains three isoenzymes: CKMM, CKMB, and CKBB. So increase in 3 hours of infraction means attack reaches peak within 36 hours, reaches normal in 3 days. It is required for early detection of myocardial infarction. Which enzyme? CKMB, which is the isoenzyme of CPK. CK or CPK we refer creatine phosphokinase. Okay, both CPK or CK both this one same. So CKMB particularly required for early detection of MI. CKMM, as I told, values increased in muscle dystrophy. CKMB isoenzyme of CPK is rich in heart. So during MI, CKMB levels increases in blood. As I told, there are three isoenzymes: CKMM, MB, and BB. CKMB is particularly for heart, so it increases during myocardial infarction. So it is required for early detection of MI. Okay, MI is myocardial infarction. So say one is CPK, especially CKMB. Either you can write separately or you can say CKMB is the isoenzyme of CPK, which is rich in heart. CKMB is rich in heart. Second enzyme which rises in myocardial infarction is AST, aspartate transaminase. You remember this aspartate transaminase, where we have already seen in diagnostic enzymes. Okay, AST. There we said it is also increased, is present in cardiac muscles and RBC and liver. So it is related to cardiac profile also. CST. AST, same AST, aspartate transaminase. Okay, normal 4 to 35. Some books gives 10 5 difference. Don't worry. 4 to 35 international units per liter rises. This enzyme rises within 6 to 12 hours of MI. Previous enzyme rises 3 hours of infraction, CKMB, but this is 6 to 12 hours after MI. So CKMB is more important in myocardial infarction. Okay, so AST rises within 6 to 12 hours of infraction, peak within 2 days, 48 hours means 2 days, which AST reaches normal within 5 days, also elevated in liver diseases. Third is the LDH, lactate dehydrogenase. LDH full form lactate dehydrogenase. Lactate dehydrogenase. Okay, normal 10 to 200 international units per liter. In MI, myocardial infarction, LDH1 isoenzyme increases. So great details not required. So remember this, LDH means lactate dehydrogenase, having 6 5 isoenzymes, LDH1 particularly for heart. So we are considering here myocardial infarction, LDH1, which is heart. There are other also, LDH2 for RBC, LDH3 for brain, LDH4 for liver, and LDH5 for muscle. So you have to remember, in MI, LDH1 isoenzyme rises within 12 to 24 hours of MI, myocardial infarction, reaches peak in 3 days, 72 hours, reaches normal within 8 to 10 days. Okay. So this is the last enzyme to rise and return to normal during MI, because CKMB rises within 4 hours. You see in this, AST 6 to 12 hours. So this takes 12 to 24 hours. So this is the LDH is the last enzyme to rise and return to normal during MI. So lactate dehydrogenase values are useful in patient admitted more than 48 hours of MI. Remember, if patient survives, this is useful. Okay. So but there is a significance. Late diagnosis also possible. It gives some hint to later diagnosis. See, LDH levels are useful in patient admitted more than 2 days after MI. So if it is elevated, so it is related to MI, but it is the last enzyme to rise and return to normal during myocardial infarction. So total LDH also rises in hemolytic anemia because it is present in RBC. I told one isoenzyme which is present in RBC. That is no need to give importance, just I am giving the hint. LDH2 is in RBC. So hemolytic anemia, hepatocellular damage, LDH3 present in the LDH4 present in the liver. Then muscular dystrophy also, LDH5, carcinoma and leukemia also, this increases. Okay. So LDH is also one of the cardiac marker, cardiac enzyme. Okay. Next one is troponin. Troponin is a protein, but we can include under enzyme. This is also one of the protein enzyme. So it is a protein, cardiac troponin. Okay, which is required for early detection of. See, is marker means here what we are what is given, the heading is marker. It is enzymes. Okay, enzymes in cardiac profile means we can write this AST, CPK, particularly CKMB, LDH, and also you can include troponin, cardiac troponin. Okay, so there is no doubt. So if cardiac enzymes, cardiac profile if they ask, or cardiac marker, same, we can include AST, LDH, CK, CPK, particularly CKMB isoenzyme, and cardiac troponin is a protein. Cardiac troponin is a protein which is required for early detection of MI. Cardiac troponin I, that is I, okay, increases within 4 hours of after the onset of MI. So you can imagine the importance of cardiac troponin I. CTI, third line, you can see that CTI, okay, that is CTI increases within 4 hours of myocardial infarction. So this is important, same like CKMB. Okay, so usually if you see a patient admitted with myocardial infarction, either for heart attack, either for diagnosis or prognostic purpose, immediately they request for cardiac troponin I and CKMB, CPK or CKMB. Then they request for AST LDH, that is different, but CT is required for early detection of MI. CTI, cardiac troponin I, there are two fractions. I is the one, increases within 4 hours after onset of MI, reaches peak within 1 day, 12 to 24 hours, remains increased, elevated for a week, useful cardiac marker at any time interval after the heart attack, because this is main value, good diagnostic also, more than prognostic value. After the treatment, see, it is remain elevated for a week, so after the treatment it slowly rises. So after each 12 hours or 24 hours, 48 hours, doctors request for see either troponin T and CKMB, so it level decreases. So this is the one, okay, important, cardiac troponin. This is the end of enzymes in brief, whatever given in your syllabus. Now let us go to vitamin. Is the separate chapter. Remember, vitamin is the separate chapter. You know what are vitamins? Vitamins are organic compounds. See, before so required in the diet in small quantities, micronutrients. So vitamins are minerals and vitamins, microminerals, and vitamins are micronutrients. They are, because they are required for in small amount in the diet. So which is required for large amount in the diet? Carbohydrate, protein, fat and all. We eat more rice, food, this oil, all those things. That is required proteins more. So they are macronutrients, okay. They are macro requirements, but these vitamins and organic are organic compounds required in the diet in small amount, because they are micronutrients to perform specific biological functions for normal maintenance and optimum growth and health of the organism. So they require in small amount, but they are important to perform specific biological functions for normal maintenance of optimum growth and health of the organism. So that is the definition for vitamins. Vitamins are derived from variety of food. That is the reason we have to take balanced diet, okay. Vitamins are derived from variety of food. If you are dependent on only rice or other things and not taking enough fruits and vegetable, milk and all, you may be lacking of vitamins. What are the importance of vitamins is there, okay. Importance of vitamins also there. So next is just this is introduction, need not to take, okay, need not to take your notes. Vitamins are micronutrients, very small amount are needed, less than 1 gram, not like carbohydrate, protein. Very small amounts are contained in the food, so we have to take rich food with the fruits and vegetables. Vitamins are essential because they act as coenzymes. We will see that one. You know that coenzymes are non-protein part, cofactors. What is coenzyme? Non-protein part of the enzymes which enhance the reactions, which act as a catalyst that enhance the reaction. That coenzyme plus cofactors means metal ions. Coenzyme plus metal ions, cofactors. So these vitamins, particularly water soluble vitamins, act as coenzymes, okay. So that is the importance of vitamins. They required for small quantity, but they are very important for normal growth, optimum growth, okay. So vitamins are essential. The roles they play in the body are very important. You will remember there are only few vitamins you have to study, but still we will see the importance. Most vitamins are obtained from the food we eat daily. Some are made by bacteria in the intestine, okay. That one is made from the skin, that is vitamin D. There is no perfect food that contains all the vitamins in right proportion. That is the reason we have to take balanced diet. There is no perfect food that contain all the vitamins in right amount. That is the reason we have to take balanced diet, okay. What is the difference between water soluble and fat soluble vitamins? See, you heard what are fat soluble vitamin. Can you name fat soluble vitamin? Vitamin A, D, K and E. What is the all vitamins not there in the syllabus anyway. Fat soluble vitamin, soluble in fat soluble vitamins are stored in the fat solubles vitamins are stored in the liver, vitamin A, D, K and E, and fat tissues. They are not readily excreted from body. But water soluble vitamins travel in the blood and are stored in limited amount. They are readily excreted from the body through urine, like vitamin C, B complex vitamins. So mostly fat soluble vitamins are stored in the liver, but water soluble vitamins mostly excreted. So there is a need of water soluble vitamins in day to day life, like vitamin C and all. But some fat soluble vitamins mostly they stored in the liver, so their deficiency is less. Okay, that is the difference. So water soluble, these slides as I told need not take just for as an introduction. Okay, need not to take, your notes may be more, need not to take. Which slides you have to start taking, I will tell you. So water soluble vitamin, this we can take, just this also not important, but for understanding this is required. Water soluble vitamins, vitamins in this group are include vitamin B complex group of vitamins and vitamin C. Vitamins of B complex. B complex group of vitamins, total 8 are there, is a collection of chemically diverse molecules originally grouped together on the basis of shared solubility in water and isolation from same dietary sources. So they are grouped together. B complex group of vitamins is a collection of chemically diverse molecule originally grouped together on the basis of shared solubility in water. They are water soluble and isolation from same dietary sources almost. So they are grouped under B complex vitamins. So what is the group of water soluble vitamins? B complex complex vitamins. It is a group 8 group plus vitamin C. Fat soluble A, vitamin D, vitamin K and E. Vitamin A is required for the eye, vitamin D required for the development of bone, vitamin K is involved in anticoagulant for antihemorrhagic, we call it, anticoagulation purpose it is required, blood clotting purpose is required. Okay, vitamin E is powerful antioxidant, it removes free radicals which damage the cell membranes. Okay, just I told you, you have to study anyway, vitamin A and D. So these are the things. So as I told, water soluble vitamins, there are B complex vitamins and vitamin C. So under B complex vitamin there are 8. Thiamine is B1, riboflavin is B2, niacin is B3, pantothenic acid is B5, pyridoxine is B6, biotin is B7, folic acid is B9, cobalamin is B12. These are the 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are B complex vitamins. Few you will study in your syllabus. So all B complex serves series function as coenzymes after getting converted to an active form. They are usually inactive form. There are active forms of vitamins except biotin, which is active as such. Remaining need active form. Okay, so they act as coenzymes, though accelerate the reactions. Okay, we know that coenzymes are non-protein part of the enzyme. So these B complex vitamins are coenzymes. So they required for certain biological functions, metabolic functions. Okay, as coenzymes, they are tightly bound to the enzyme molecules as prosthetic group or as co-substrates, cofactors. As coenzymes, they carry specific groups and are involved in group transfer reactions also. Okay, now let us see they are required for group transfer reactions. Okay, okay. Now let us see one B complex vitamin, that is water soluble vitamin. First one is thiamine, is B1. B1 is thiamine, B2 is, we'll see, riboflavin, then B3 is niacin. So B1, though this is no need to remember, just you remember this thing. Thiamine, this is the chemistry. Thiamine consists of substituted pyrimidine ring joined by a methylene bridge. Methylene means CH2 bridge to a substituted thiazole ring. Pyrimidine is a double ring. Okay. So thiamine consists of substituted pyrimidine ring joined by a methylene, that is CH2 bridge to a substituted thiazole ring. So just remember the in sentence if required chemistry. Okay. So structure no need. Thiamine consists of substituted pyrimidine ring, double ring, that is joined by CH2 bridge, methylene bridge to a substituted thiazole ring. Okay. No need to remember the structure here. This is important. Okay. Coenzyme form of thiamine is thiamine pyrophosphate. You can see various biochemistry reactions. Of course, metabolism is not there for you. Even though you can, if you are seeing metabolic reactions, some you can see these coenzymes TPP. TPP is there, means biotin, TPP and TPP is thiamine pyrophosphate, which is a coenzyme of thiamine. Okay, which is the coenzyme of thiamine? You may get also multiple choice question. Coenzyme form of thiamine, vitamin B1, A biotin, B NAD, C TPP. So coenzyme form of thiamine is TPP. What is TPP? Thiamine pyrophosphate, TPP. Now see nutritional aspect, where it is, what is the source, food source. See, outer layer of cereal food grain is a rich source of thiamine. This you have to remember. Outer layer of cereal is rich source of food grain. That is the reason we have to eat unpolished rice, brown rice. Just husk is removed. No, such type of rice you have to eat, not polished rice. Okay. Therefore, whole wheat and unpolished and pound rice have better nutritive value. Unpolished rice means just remove the husk, it is not polished. White rice is polished. Okay. Therefore, whole wheat and unpolished and pound rice, pound means brown rice, brown color, just removes the husk. In olden days, using big stick, these females at home, they crush this rice and they remove from paddy rice, that is brown rice. Okay, that is pound rice we call. So these are whole wheat and brown rice or unpolished and pound rice have better nutritive value because they contains thiamine. Okay. Pulses, oils, seeds, nuts and yeast are good sources. It is also present in animal food like pork, liver, heart, kidney, milk, etc. Okay, but unpolished, this one is very important. Okay, unpolished rice, that is the reason advised to take unpolished and pound rice, not white rice. Okay, we lose some vitamins. This is the one, thiamine. Is it clear? Okay. So recommended RDA means recommended dietary allowance. How much quantity it is, minimum quantity is required, that is called RDA. Anyway, you are studying RDA in nutrition. Recommended daily allowance, RDA means recommended daily allowance. Okay, how much it is required per day. So thiamine is 1 to 1.5 milligram per day, that is why it is a micronutrient. 1 to 1.5 milligram per day. It is requirement are increased during pregnancy and lactation. Why? Pregnancy, there is going fetus is there, so requirement is more. Lactating, feeding woman, so there is a need for the mother also, child also, requirement is more. Otherwise it is 1 to 1.5 milligram per day, that is RDA. Okay. So rest we will see next class. Okay, thank you.